Hi guys, this is Reborn Baby Loves, and I just wanted to do a Reborn Tag. This is a slightly different one than I did before. Um, so first of all, the first question is, what is your Reborn's full name? My Reborn does not have a middle name because her name would be too long. If she did have a middle name, so her full name is Nevaeh Mendez Ramos. Um, How do you choose your reborn's name? I chose her name because this is gonna be a little personal, but I was pregnant when I was 15. I actually lost the baby, so um I've had its history of miscarriages. So um my first baby, I had a feeling was gonna be a girl, so I always liked the name Nevaeh, so that's how I chose her name. Did you choose the details or was he she pre-made? That's hard. I didn't like choose the details at first. So it's like both. It was both because basically um let me explain this a little more. First of all, I bought her pre-made and she was a Paradise Galleries doll. Um then without me realizing that, I was noticing she was falling apart, but I really loved her. And so did my husband, so I decided, to get her fixed. So I decided to, do some research into who could repair her. And I ended up finding this wonderful artist, Deborah C. Jadick, that she was able to make her over for me. She weighted her, she did her hair, she like did a wonderful job on her painting. So I actually did choose a skin tone, the hair color, everything. Um, does she have any siblings? If you count stuffed animals and dolls, like regular dolls as siblings, then yes. If you count reborns as siblings, then no. You have a nursery for her? Um, Not really. I have a bouncy seat, and that's about it. I don't really have a said nursery. I would like to have a nursery, but I can't right now because it's like too expensive to get the furniture and stuff. Um, why did you want a reborn? I don't know. I always like babies. I always like dolls, and how I found reborns was I was always looking on eBay for realistic baby dolls, and then like one day, and I think it was like 2002 or 2003, I came across something that said realistic reborn doll, and I'm like, what the heck is a reborn? I'm like, is that a real baby? And I just, I got fascinated with these reborns, and like I got fascinated with them because I always liked dolls, I always liked babies, and another reason was actually a very personal reason. When I was like 20 to 23, actually maybe for 4 years, I really really wanted a baby, like a real baby, but I didn't, people didn't think I was ready, and I didn't have a steady boyfriend either. I didn't have, I wasn't settled down, so probably wouldn't have been a good idea for me to have a baby, so I got a reborn. What would your reborn's name be if they were the opposite gender? I really never thought about that. I really never did. Ooh, um, if they were the if she was the opposite gender, if she was a boy, I have no idea. What other names did you consider for your reborn? Along with Nevaeh, I also liked I can't really remember. I didn't really consider. I mean, she went through a lot of name changes, like because I had her for like 8 years before I got her repaired, like 7, 8 years where I actually got her repaired. But when I got her repaired, then I chose the name Nevaeh. What other names did I consider for her? She actually was a boy at one point. She was a Japanese boy, and I forget what the name was because everyone kept calling her Pickle Puss. So I don't remember what her actual name was. I even started calling her Pickle Puss because she like looks like, she's like ate something sour. So um so that's kind of her nickname, Pickle Puss. Um I guess that's her nickname. Uh what other names did I consider for her? Like I said, she was a boy once, so I don't remember exactly what I named her when she was a boy because everyone kept calling her Pickle Puss. When she was much younger, not well, maybe when I was much younger, of course she never grew up, so when I was much younger her name was Ruby Hopes. That was her first name, so but it never fit. So did you want a boy or a girl? Obviously I wanted a girl, and then when I, got to a certain stage I wanted a boy, and then I switched her back to a girl. So but I usually wanted a girl. Did your family support you? Like I put does or did because when I was younger I lived with my family, obviously. When I got actually the next question is um yeah, actually that's question way down. Did your family support you? My dad tolerated it, but my mom was kind of supportive. Um let's see. How long did you or would you wait to get another reborn? I'm really happy with her, so it'll probably be a long while before I get another one because I really feel like I can only devote myself to like one or two at a time, so probably be a while before I get another one. But my first reborn was when I was like I think like 17, 18, around there, so I waited like 3 years to get another one. Um do you ever take your reborn out in public? Of course I do. Do you mostly spend money on your reborn? Uh, that's kind of a hard question because as much as I would like to, I can't because I have bills and have to pay my rent and stuff. So if I was at when I was at my mom's house, yes, I did spend money on my reborn a lot. So when I was at my mom's house and just paid rent, that was it. Then I would spend money on my reborn. So, um, but now I have like bills and stuff. Any extra money I have, like most of my extra money that I do have, goes towards my reborn. Does your reborn take up a lot of your time? Well, I don't really like. I have a life outside my reborns, but yes, they do take up a lot of my time. Like I don't take her everywhere, but I do take her like a lot of places with me. Like I try to take her everywhere I can possibly. That you would take a real baby, I take her. Do your friends outside of YouTube have reborns? Well, they don't have reborns now. I know my one friend wants to get one. My one friend wants to get one, so. Are you ashamed of your reborn? No, I love her to death. I'm not ashamed of her. Why would I have her if I was ashamed of her? That's kind of a dumb question. What kind of diapers do you use? I prefer Huggies. I much prefer Huggies. I did get some Loves from the artist, so I'll try those out and see how I like those. What brand of clothes are your favorite? I have to say Granimals because they're the cheapest. Well, Faded Glory and Granimals are like the cheapest, so I have to go with the cheapest clothing because I really can't afford it. I guess like if I would say what brand, I would have to say Granimals or Faded Glory, but if you would ask me like what type, I would say secondhand, anything secondhand because it's usually cheaper. Do you like opened or closed-eyed babies? I like closed-eyed. I like both, but I really only like the open-eyed because they can look at you or it feels like they're looking at you. But then again, I don't like the open-eyed because I don't know, for some reason it makes me feel kind of creeped out. I don't know, like I don't know, like I like both, but I mean I like closed-eyed better because I think it's more realistic when you take them out in public. So yeah, that's my tag. Thanks for viewing. Bye.